Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we are going to read verse number 17 of Surah Al-Baqarah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أولئك الذين اشتروا الضلالة بالهدى فما ربحت تجارتهم وما كانوا مهتدين. Ulaika, these are they, Allazina, who Ishtaraw, have taken in exchange Az-Zalalata, error, Bil-Huda, for guidance. So, or but, Ma Rabihat, no, has brought them gain. Tijaratuhum, their traffic. Wa and ma, not kan, they were muhtadin, rightly guided, or they are not rightly guided. Now we'll go back, page 7, once again. Ulaika, these are. Now this verse is referring to the hypocrites who are being mentioned in the previous verse. So it is said that these are they, Allazina, who Ishtaraw, have taken in exchange Az-Zalalata, error, Bil-Huda, for guidance, which means that Allah Ta'ala has given good nature to everyone, and he should pick the right things. But these people acted against their nature, and instead of taking guidance, they have taken error. فَمَا رَبِحَتْ تِجَارَتُهُمْ, so no has not brought them, so this full sentence will be, so their traffic or bargain has not brought them gain. وَمَا كَانُوا, and wa and ma not kanu, they were muhtadin, rightly guided. They are not rightly guided. Masaluhum, masal means case, hum, their case, ka masal, is like masal, again the case. Their case is like the case allazi, of he who istawqada, kindled. Their case is like the case of a person who kindled naran, a fire. Falamma, so lamma, when, azaat, it lighted up, ma, that, or all that was hawlahu, around him, hawl, around him. Zahaba, zahaballahu, Zahaba took away, Allahu Allah. Zahaba Allah, Allah took away, Be Nurihim, their light. So Nur is light, him there. Allah took away their light. Wa and Taraka, he left, Allah left them, Fi in Zulumatin, thick darkness. Zulumat is plural, so it means darknesses. But if we say thick darkness, that means that there are many darknesses. So this is why thick darkness, la yubsirun, they see, someone, they are deaf. They are is understood. So someone means deaf, but in English translation we say they are deaf. Bukmun, dumb, umyun, blind. For whom, so they la not yarjiun will return. They will not return. So here Allah Ta'ala now is giving the example of hypocrites. His first example is like a person who kindled a fire. So Mr. Maud in Tafsir Kabir explained this verse, and he said that there are two kinds of hypocrites. This is why there are two examples. First is like a person who kindled the fire, and the second example will start from Sayyid ibn Samai, which will come later. That their example is like the rain, and then so on and so forth. So here those hypocrites are mentioned who pretend to be Muslim to gain some worldly benefits, but in fact they have no faith in their heart in Islam and the Holy Prophet at all. But in the second example, which will come later, those hypocrites are mentioned who have faith in Islam and the Holy Prophet. They believe that Islam is true. But when the time of sacrifice comes, or when the time of practicing the teaching of the religion comes, then they go away and they do not take part, and they don't offer sacrifices. So here those hypocrites are mentioned who have no faith at all in their hearts, but only they claim to be Muslim for getting some worldly benefits. So about them it is said that they are dumb, they can't see, they're dumb, and they're deaf, dumb and blind. That's very deaf, they can't see, la yubsirun, and then there's someone deaf, dumb, blind. So here why they're called deaf, dumb and blind? That means that they could hear the word of Allah the Almighty, but they don't want to listen anything from, and they don't want to get any benefit from the word of Allah. Similarly, they don't ask anything about religion to increase their knowledge and to get their doubts removed. Similarly, they don't pay any attention to the signs which Allah Ta'ala is showing. So this is why they're blind. Sometimes a person can understand the truth by seeing the signs only. He doesn't need to ask anything, he doesn't need to even listen anything, but only he can see the sign and he can believe. But these hypocrites are such people that they do not use all these faculties which Allah Ta'ala has granted to every human being. Now we start from Sayyid ibn Samai. So this is from here the second example starts of those hypocrites who have faith in their hearts, but they do not act according to the teaching of Islam. and they're also called hypocrites. So now it says "o" or "ka" like. So it means their case is like. So their case is understood. So their case is like Sayyibin, a heavy rain, minas samai from the clouds. Fihe, in it, or wherein, zolomatun, thick darkness, wa and ra'dun, thunder, wa barkun, wa and barkun, lightning. Yajaluna, they put asabi'ahum, asabia, fingers, hum their fingers, fi in azanihim, their ears, azan, ears, him there, fi azanihim, in their ears. Yaj'aluna, min as-sawa'iq, min from as-sawa'iq, thunderclaps, hazar al-maut, for the fear of death. Here, fear of death, but means for fear of death. Hazar al-maut. So they put their fingers into their ears because of the thunderclaps for fear of death. Wallahu, wa and Allahu, Allah, muhitun, encompasses, bil kafirin, the disbelievers. Yakadul barko, might well nigh, al barko, the lightning. Yakhtafu, snatch away. The lightning might well nigh snatch away absarahum, their sight, whenever, kullama, whenever, azaa, it shines, lahum, for them, or upon them, mashaw, they walk, fihe, fi in, it, fihe in it, wa and, iza, when, azlama, it becomes dark. I will go to page 10. So when it becomes dark, alayhim, Allah is on him, them, on them, kamu, they stand still, wa and now if sha'a, willed, Allahu, Allah, walau sha'a Allahu, and if Allah willed, la zahaba, he took away, or Allah took away, bisamihim, some hearing, him their hearing, and if Allah willed, he could take away, la zahaba, he could take away, bisamihim, their hearing, wa and absarihim, their sight, absar, sight, him their absarihim, their sight, in surely, Allah, on or over, kulli shayin, kulli, all, shayin, thing, qadirun, has the power. He is powerful, I mean, he has the power to do, here Allah means to do, Allah, kulli, all, shayin means all that he wills. Here shayin means all that he wills. So Allah has the power to do all that he wills. Now once again we go back on page 9. So here it says yakadul barko, yakado, well nigh, might well lie al-barqu, the lightning, yakhtafu, snatch away, absarahum, their sight, kullama, whenever it shines, lahum, for them, or upon them, mashafi. So here, as Mr. Moses says, that the condition of the hypocrites who are mentioned here is such that when uh, the Muslims are victorious and the conditions are in their favor, then these hypocrites are with the believers and they say, yes, we will also. We are with you just to get benefits. But by the azlama, here, when it becomes dark, that means that when the time of difficulties come, azlama means when it becomes dark, it means that when there are some difficult times on the community, at that time, calm, they stand still. That means that they say, no, sorry, we can't make these sacrifices. So this is why we see that this phenomenon is repeated time and again. Whenever the Prophet of Allah appears in the world, these things do happen. Now Allah says that if these people will not change their condition and they will not offer sacrifice, then the time will come that Allah will take away their uh, belief that altogether. They will be deprived from uh, the belief. So this is why they should rectify themselves, they should reform themselves. Now, as Mr. Maud in Tafsir Kabir, Volume 1, explaining this verse, he has said that in these verses it is stated that Islam requires two things. One, true belief, and also the actions. So if a person only has the belief but doesn't act upon the teaching of Islam, he will not be counted from among the believers. Or if a person has no faith at all in the heart and only outwardly he is with the believers, again he will not be counted uh, among the believers in the sight of Allah. Although in this world nobody will say, no, you are not believer, because nobody can see the hearts of any person. But Allah the Almighty has in fact told us that every one of us should make sure that we have the faith as well as we act upon the teaching of the religion, so that we can get those benefits for which the Holy Quran is sent by Allah. So may Allah enable us to do so. Amen.